My husband has selective hearing. If I ask him to take in the laundry, he doesn't hear me. If I ask him to do the dishes, he doesn't hear me. When I finally scream at him in frustration, he just watches me silently, letting me lose my mind. Then, he never fails to add, I never said I wouldn't do it. What are you freaking out about? I finally had enough. I'm tired. So I started to play his game, developing a selective hearing of my own. And this time, the one who's going crazy is him. After dinner, I took our son Leo for his bath. On my way to the bathroom, I specifically told my husband Addison to remember to do the dishes. He was glued to his phone and grunted an uh-huh, without even looking up. But when I came out of the bathroom after getting Leo washed and ready for bed, the dinner table was still a disaster zone. Addison was sprawled on the sofa, scrolling through his phone, letting out little snorts of laughter every now and then. Addison, didn't I ask you to do the dishes? I asked, my voice tight as I fought to keep my anger in check. He still didn't look up, his fingers flying across the screen. Yeah, I know. Don't rush me. Since he said that, I couldn't really press the issue. After I tucked Leo into bed, I came back out to the living room. The dirty dishes were still sitting on the table, untouched. I glanced at Addison, who was still lost in his phone on the sofa, and thought, he's a grown man. He shouldn't need me to ask him 3 or 4 times to do a simple task. If I kept nagging, it might just make him dig his heels in even more. Swallowing the words that were about to burst out, I went back to our room and went to sleep. The next morning, I got up to make breakfast, only to find yesterday's dishes exactly where I'd left them. Grease had congealed into a sticky, disgusting film on the table. After sitting out all night, it was hard and nauseating to scrub off. I remembered how I'd reminded him again and again last night to clean the table and do the dishes. And what did he do? He played on his phone from 6 o'clock until God knows when, before finally stumbling into bed. Time for his phone, but no time for the dishes. A hot fury surged through me. I cleaned the table, washed the dishes, and then made breakfast. By the time Addison got up, I was already eating. Oh, he said, feigning surprise. There's breakfast? He sat down across from me without another word and started digging in. Addison. I took a deep breath, trying to force down the inferno in my chest. Didn't I remind you twice yesterday to do the dishes? But when I got up this morning, they hadn't moved an inch. Addison didn't say anything, just kept eating. I slammed my fork down on the table and glared at him. Sensing my anger, he finally looked up with a sheepish grin. Oh wow, I just forgot. Look at you getting all worked up. Don't worry, he added, his tone far too cheerful. I'll get them next time. I promise. Looking at his smug, carefree face, a profound sense of helplessness